Hi, this is Oliver from Lydia Care IT System. I want to introduce two areas where we have made changes. The first part is where we submit our timesheet. In the past, we used the timesheet feature to submit our time when we work. We used to click on the client search on the other area. You choose your client, and then if there's a message, you get it. But you go to timesheet here and use the calendar to submit your time. Now we're going to have some changes in that area. When you log into the client, the way I chose the client here, so then you will see some information first, and that will start on Monday, the 23rd. You will have to clock in. So when you come in here, you choose your client, you will see the shift that is assigned to you. And then it is based on that shift that you will clock in. And if you don't have a shift, the clocking area, which is here, will not be available. So when you cannot clock in earlier than 1 hour before the start of your shift. So now I am here as Kofi, working with a client called Carlos Maldini, and I come in and I clock in by clicking on the time in. And then now, as you can see, I have clocked in and the clock has started. So now there's a possibility that you go on a break. If you are on a break, you take a break, you have to clock the pause button here, and then your break has started. The clock stops. And if you are done with the break, you click back here and the clock will continue. There's something that you're going to notice is that when you click to clock in, if you go to the timesheet, which is on the timesheet and the calendar, um, you will notice that um, because today I started, the spot that I have is turning purple. That shows that I have clocked in. And then when I clock out, it will turn green. That means I've clocked out. So that is our, the first part. If you are clock in or clock out overlapping the employee that replaced you or before you, you don't have to worry about that because sometimes you have to clock out while the other employee has already clocked in. Usually the manager can edit those hours, so there's no one. So I just want to confirm with you that on the on the on Monday, the 23rd, the plus buttons here will not be operational. You will be able to clock in. That will help us to have more accurate timesheet information, and that will also help us to get instant records as we go. The two parts that will be very important is for you first to make sure the staffing manager put your time before you work, because if your time sheet is not on the clock, on the calendar here, you will not be able to clock in. And secondly, make sure you complete your chatting, because one of the reasons we put that as a clock in, because on the clock out, you will need to have all your documentation done. Some people leave it before when they complete the shift, and some of them do the documentation after they have completed the shift, or only when they have to submit the time. With this new timesheet, it will force us to have all documentation completed while on the shift, and that is actually the requirement of the state. So this was the first part. Now we're going to go to the other part of our training. It's about education, and that is a requirement from the state. And to do that, um, we have to go. We have an e-learning application that is available, and when you click on this navigation here, you come to the e-learning section. We are required by the state to have a continuing education. We have a yearly program, and we have courses that are all required to complete the program. Each of them have 12 credit, part of a complete continuing education program, and then they are all listed here. So we made it in a way that is a monthly course following the order that is there. If you don't complete your course, you're going to get a reminder at the end, on the 15th of the month to complete it. And then if still you don't get completed, right after that, the system will automatically lock you. So you have to complete that to be unlocked. So that is the project. But we left all courses here visible, so you can complete all your yearly CEUs in 1 week or 1 day, and then you don't have that requirement. So here the courses here, they are very straightforward. If you want to take the dementia course, you have to go in these orders, but you can choose to take any of them, but you got to complete that by the end of the year. That means we're starting on July 1st, actually, and it goes until the program, our school year program, goes from July 1st to June 30th of 2019. Then we have another program. So you have to go to enter class to take the course. And when you enter the class, we have a different elements or forms of training available to you. And then the final part, which is most important, is the quiz or the exam. So we can have a link where you can read a documentation on the course, and I will probably take the minutes to open this one, for example. So, and then you probably see goes to another tab, but you can watch that. You can read it. It's documentation, but we also have some more documentation here. We got videos that you can watch on the course, and then finally is the exam. The exam is 15 or in this case, or 20 questions. You need just 75% to pass, and you can save it. I want you to try to start and even save it on if you have to go and take care of your patients while before you complete a course at work. The system will save where you last answer a question, and when you come back, you can continue and pass. You can take the exam as many times as you want, as often as you can, and when you complete the exam, you can go back to the course. You can see your grades, and if you pass, this one I was testing it and actually failed before, but if you pass, you can print a certificate, which is very nicely made, and then you can show it anytime for CEUs. So we make sure you get all your CEUs required to complete your registration with the Board of Nursing. So you can print your own certificates at any time, and you can come back and print for any request. So, and the certificates will show the courses that you have completed. So I also want to say that all these courses that we have here are total requirements by the state of Minnesota, and they are about half of them are absolute requirement yearly, and the rest are at the required but at the discretion of their company. So we have a lot of you, many of you got notice of the dementia training. That employee dementia training has to be completed this month. It's our July course. And then in August will be the emergency management course. And then the environment of care will be in September. And then the fraud, which is a requirement by Medicare, will be in October. And then we're back in December with infection control, and we start the year with medication. We will have brought them month by month, but some of us needs all their credit now to complete. So we give them the opportunity to go take those and print those certificates for those who need to renew their license. They can go and do it today, this week, complete those. They will print certificates. Each of them has 2 credit, or some people just want to do all. So that is why we just give it all and give you time. But the only thing is that if by the end of the course time your course is not completed, you're gonna get some issues with HR. That could be a block preventing you from submitting your time. Okay, I think that is it. I wish you good luck as you work on those courses, and also from Monday as we clock in and clock out on the time. Okay, well, thank you very much.